Chapter 1: Springtime of Reform, Abolitionism. Making Life Better. How can we make life better for people less fortunate than ourselves? Chances are you have heard that question many times. You have probably thought about it. Maybe you have shared your ideas on that subject with others. People who spend a lot of time and effort trying to make things better are called reformers. There have always been reformers in America, more at some times in history than at others. The 1830s and 1840s were an especially active time for reformers. In this land of growing democracy and equality, Americans believed that everything was possible. Thousands of Americans took part in reform movements. They believed they could make life fairer by changing attitudes and changing laws. They believed that doing these things would make the United States a better country. Abolitionism, the fight against slavery. The largest, most emotionally charged reform movement of the 1800s was the abolitionist movement. This was the movement to end to slavery in the United States. Many Americans were coming to believe that slavery was wrong. All men are created equal, says the Declaration of Independence. All have unalienable rights to life and to liberty. All early presidents, Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, felt that slavery was wrong and believed it would end in time. But saying that slavery is wrong was one thing. Actually doing something to end it, was another. In fact, all of those early presidents, except John Adams, owned slaves themselves. Several northern states passed laws to end slavery, but no southern state did, and that is where the most enslaved people lived. Some slave owners in the South freed their enslaved workers. But these were all individual deeds. It was only a small amount of slave owners that felt this way. The passion for anti slavery, which are people against slavery, eventually died out. But abolitionists, people who wanted to end slavery, wanted to reignite that passion again. Slave owners were not interested in abolitionist message. What did abolitionists want?